Hello, hello, hi. I hope you can hear me. Today, I want to talk about consistency is the key to breakthrough. Consistency is the key to breakthrough. I was thinking about the word until, right? And today, when I was in a inner circle mastermind training, I was attending online, and really the message I got was just keep doing the thing until it produces, right? And I'm not saying like beat a dead horse, but when it's something that you know that can produce or will produce, like keep doing it, right? Like I think about the story about, I don't know if it's a story. I don't think it was a story, but it's about like wells. And you know how like sometimes you have to like pump the wells. Now see, I didn't grow up with it, but I could just remember like you have to keep pumping the well so that the water can come up. But if you stop because you don't the water hasn't come yet, then like there isn't going to be consistency. So I think about that, about how much it's so important to stay consistent even though you don't see the fruit right away, even though you don't see like the fruit at all, like you don't see what you're actually sowing or what you're actually doing is actually producing an award. And so I looked up the word until, and really it just said up to, like up to the point of time or the event mentioned. And so whenever you say until, do it until, right? And I think about as a baby is wanting to walk, and maybe he'll stand up or he'll crawl or the baby will, but if they fall and they're not able to walk, we don't just sit there and say, "Ugh, how long has it been? You should have been walking by now." No, we're going to wait until, right? We're going to wait until he actually is able to be consistent in walking, right? And so I remember my daughter when she started to walk, she had a little bit of a lean, right? She looked like she was, just had a lean when she walked and really wasn't walking straight, right? When she first started walking, I was just like, "Whoa, what's wrong with the floors? Are they angled?" Cuz she would kind of she would kind of walk sideways. And so I think about until, why it's important to do something until. And I want to bring up a scripture, Ecclesiastes 11, where it says this. And I wanted to start at verse number 1. Ship your grain across the sea. After many days, you will receive a return. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. If the clouds are full of water, wait, so let me stop there. Verse number 1, verse number 2 talks about ship your grain across the sea. After many days, you will receive a return. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Wow. Diversify, diversify, diversify. That is what I am seeing in that. That's a word, diversify. We have heard that millionaires have they have multiple sources of income. Now, that's not to say start off with multiple sources of business, right? A lot of times when there is a certain niche that someone's able to focus on, they're able to make their seed money out of that. And then they're able to invest into different ventures and different things like that. And so that's important. If you're in the investing stage, that's great. Like, now I'm not saying like, how can I say it? Most people who have money are able to invest, right? They become investors. So when they make money, sometimes they're able to make money through the business of real estate or through the business. It's like a one stream on how they're able to make money. But that's in Ecclesiastics 11. So there goes some wisdom right there. Invest, right? Verse number 3 says, if the clouds are full of water, they pour rain on the earth. Whether a tree falls to the south or to the north, in the place where it falls, there it will lie. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. Ooh, man, I feel like I'm getting convicted in all this. I was not expecting all this, honestly. I was wanting to get to verse number 6. But as I'm reading these verses, as I'm reading this rich text, it's crazy. It's crazy. If like I just want to look at the simplicity, like on how God just is so plain. He's so plain. If the clouds are full of water, they pour rain on the earth. Whether a tree falls to the south or to the north, in the place where it falls, there it will lie. And this is the whole point of these verses. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Because as you think about it, the person who's watching the wind is thinking about, oh no, I'm wanting to plant, but what about the wind? What if a tree falls on top of my whatever I planted? What if something happens? Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. If I'm sitting there thinking, oh no, it's getting to rain, maybe maybe I'm not going to do anything, right? Or maybe it's going to rain, or maybe it's a bad weather day. Like we're always looking for the perfect and right timing. Wow, we're always looking at the right timing, but the thing is that the time is now. Like 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 whatever you're desiring, the time is now to actually start sowing. The time is now to actually start to reap if you have sown. So this is so crazy. All right. I'm just excited about the scriptures. In Ecclesiastes 11:5, it says, as you do not know the path of the wind or how the body is formed in the mother's womb, so you cannot understand the work of God, the maker of all things. And so the thing is that what we're supposed to do, right? What we're inclined, what we're called to do is to invest, is to sow, is to go out, take a risk, take a chance, right? On whatever he's calling you to do, right? And it says, sow your seed in the morning, and at evening let your hands not be idle, for you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will do equally well. And so the thing is that sow your seed in the morning, and at evening let your hands not be idle, for you do not know which will succeed, this or that, or whether both will do equally well. And I love that. I love that. It is just really of course, these are proverbs, and just something to just understand in life, where we're sitting sometimes in indecision or procrastination because we're like, oh no, what if it doesn't turn out the way we wanted to? We tried something out one time. My mentor was saying how he tried selling for 18 months. It was not able to make a sale at all, right? Wasn't able to make a sell at all. Now he's not doing too shabby. He is very, very successful. But to know that one of the things he said that was so key is that in order to prepare for a karate tournament, you have to go to the karate tournament. In order to prepare for a boxing match, you have to go to the boxing match. Like basically saying, like, you can prepare, right? You can do the practice, but what really prepares you is actually doing the thing. And so he was really encouraging us, like, whatever you've done, I was able to speak in front of a group of people, right? And so I was able to make a sale. I was able to make sales. And so whatever you do, like, do the thing, like keep doing the thing. You don't know whether this or that will succeed, or if both will equally do well. So the thing is do it until, right? Do it until you get the results that you are desiring to seek. If you do it one time, and you have to, I even think about Elijah, was it Elisha or Elijah, right? Whenever he went out and said, rain is coming, and he says, go out. And I think he had to go back 7 times, right? Nothing, 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 right? And you would just think at the one time, you're like, well, he said it's going to rain. Well, I don't see nothing out there. Okay, well, never mind. No, he went back 7 times, and then he came back and said, I see a cloud the size of a man's hand. And so the thing is that we have to do it until. So, and not always think about, is it the right timing? Not and not do something, right, because we just don't think that it will succeed or something bad will happen, right? So we have to do it until. And one of the things that I wanted to share is that comes after intention, when there's intention comes, I'm saying, distraction or disruption. So that's easy to happen. That is so simple for that to happen, because whenever you're set out for an intention or a course, we can't say that things happen, right? I remember when I had one of my first career jobs at Chesapeake Oil and Gas, and I remember that first week it was raining, the highways were flooded. Well, I really didn't watch the news or the weather, and somehow I was like, "Oh man, this is crazy," and I made it into work. Um, and it was crazy. I remember like the cars were like everything was flooded except for my car. But the thing was that even though I was hitting roadblocks and I was running into roadblocks, I still had a destination to get to. And just know that if the pull of the future, if the pull of what you're desiring is that strong, like no matter what obstacles come your way, you're going to know how to maneuver, you're going to know how to overcome it, right? You're going to know how to stay focused on the destination that you're wanting to get to. So yes, so that's what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, just be encouraged. Just definitely be encouraged. And when it comes to whatever it is, doing a budget, making sure that your money is right. If you're wanting to save, like you can do it until, right? And just pray to God and allow him to give you answers on how, like what to do to multiply or to help you manage or to help you um really just make money. If it's even to start at the first place in making money, he can help you with all three of those. So yes, it's yeah, so that's what I want to talk about, and I wanted to share just that scripture and everything like that. And I hope you all have a great and amazing night. God bless. Bye.